Hello, this is Berhane Selassie, the Orthodox Catholic One, and this is a follow-up video to my previous article and video about the reasonable hope that all men might be saved. And of course, I say it's completely unreasonable, and I calculate the hope that all men might be saved to exactly 0%, because this is what the gospel tells us, this is what the prophets, the apostles, and most of all, Jesus Christ has told us through revelation in his gospel. But anyway, I've been studying this document a number of times without actually having it present. I've been going off of what I found through James T. O'Connor, and I've finally actually come to a source. You all can click on it. It's right here. It takes you to the Internet Archive. The document is called the Acts of the Synod of the Most Holy Ecumenical Council of Vatican II, Volume 3. You can click on it. It's what it is. It's just they're going through the council, the different articles, and so on, and they're doing sort of edits, requests, throwing this sentence, delete this, reword this, and so on. And the people making the request are bishops at the council. So if you click on here and you go to the Internet Archive, you go to page 144 and 145, you can read it here. It starts down here with the bishop making a question, unus pater. But anyway, I have the translation up here, and the translation reads, one father wanted a sentence to be introduced from which it would be clear that there are damned de facto, lest damnation remain a mere hypothesis. This is exactly what Von Balthasar and even Bishop Barron are suggesting, as well as others, that hell is possible. I mean, it's possible that people might go to hell, but they also say it's reasonable to hope that no one goes to hell, which would contradict the statement. But anyway, the response to this bishop was that the proposal does not square with the context. Now, the context is Lumen Gentium 49, which is about people going to heaven, so they're saying it doesn't fit here. And then they go on and say, in number 48 of Lumen Gentium, there are cited the words of the gospel in which the Lord himself speaks about the damned in a form which is grammatically future. So what they're saying doesn't fit here, but in the last paragraph we just went over, Lumen Gentium paragraph 48, or I should say section 48, it's quoting the Gospels, and the Gospels are saying this is factually going to happen, this is what grammatically is going to happen. It doesn't use a conditional, it just says this is talking about the future, definitely. So we should not be going around speculating that damnation is just possible, it's just probable, it's a hypothesis. You can go to the Vatican website and read what Lumen Gentium 48 says about damnation. It talks about those there will be those who are ordered to go into eternal hellfire, like the wicked and slothful servant, into the exterior darkness where there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. So don't let that happen. So why would the council use this if they don't actually mean it's going to happen? They're using the future tense. They're quoting the words of Christ, and the words of Christ in the Gospels are never using a conditional statement regarding damnation. He says these people will go to hell. Likewise, Daniel in Daniel 12 says it, as well as Paul a couple of times. But Christ repeatedly in the Gospel tells us, yeah, people are going to hell. That's not to say that we should desire people go to hell. Not true. And furthermore, when I should say Paul says that God wills that all men be saved, it's not to imply that people haven't already been damned or being damned or will be damned. It's just God does not desire it. But of course, God also doesn't desire sin and a number of other things, but those things don't actually get accomplished now, do they? But anyway, this is Berhane Selassie. I hope this has been helpful to you.